Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bug. I do crafting, mostly paper crafts. Today is a little different. I'm going to do a little more of a vlog style. I have some project updates, shares, and a little bit of a haul that I wanted to go through really quick. First, at the thrift store, I picked up these two. They're the same. They are vintage recipe cards from 1994. Now, I was about to open one because I think I'm going to use some of them in some junk journals, especially, recipe journals. I have 3 of the Betty Crocker binders that I'm kind of working on slowly, and I thought these would be fun. Also, I wanted to put some of them in ephemera packs, but it turns out that this particular set of recipe cards with the index cards sell for like $20 or more. So I might sell them. I am a reseller on virtualantiquemarketplace.com. That's Vamp. So if I post them, I'll have them listed there, and I'll put the link to my Vamp shop in the description box in case you want to see those. I also picked up some fairly fabulous fairly fabulous fabric, and they're just some squares. So this remnant, it says it is 42 by 19, and I really just want it for spines for junk journals. It was $1, marked down to 50 cents, so that is right up my alley. These are some trees, like a forest scene. I am doing a series of earth, I call them earth journals, that are floral, mushroom, vegetable, plant, butterfly, lots of butterflies, dragonflies, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So yeah, all the remnants are really cheap at this particular thrift store that I go to. I got this one. It looks like some vines. It is green with beige. And let's see, I got this one that looks like birch trees. This is larger. This one is, it says 43 by 1 yard. And I think this is going to be really cool for my earth journals and or winter journals. I don't know why birch trees are always in the winter, like planner stickers and stuff like that. So it reminds me of winter. I don't really know where birch trees are naturally, and why that would be a thing in my head. There's an extra share. I don't know why I think things. This one is just some plaid. I do some 80s journals, so I think that this one is going to be really fun in an 80s journal. It's very kind of Sesame Street to me. I have some sweet pickles. I have a sweet pickles book that I have recently gutted, and this one I think is the one that I'm going to use for the spine for that. I also got some Swiss dot, which I used already in some tags that I'll show you. That one's really fun, but all of these were $1. One of the larger one was $1.50, but they were all 50% off. So, and whatever this color is, fabulous. That's the last one of that I picked up. I am going to set those over there. So I also picked up last week some more of the Dina Wakley mixed media tags. These are my favorite mixed media paper to use. I've tried mixed media paper in, the different pads, and so I don't generally buy mixed media paper anymore. I'll buy watercolor paper for, liquid and paste mediums that I'm going to be using. But as far as a tag, I like these Dina Wakley ones. I don't know why I'm showing you. Y'all know what tags look like, but these are white instead of the yellow. So I like those. I like to use a lot of bright colors. And this is a 50 pack. I believe it was 10 bucks, but this is on officesupply.com, so pick some up. The other thing that I got was this, I got a Thrift Books haul. I talked about Thrift Books in some of my other videos. I do buy books to use just like it's scrapbook paper. Of course, I bought this giant book. This book must be like 10 by 12 maybe, but it's got 270 some pages, so over 125 actual pages to use, and it's all music. And so this was less than $5, so I picked that one up, and it's from the 80s. So let's see. I also got a couple of Peterson First guides. Now they have field guides just like Audubon, but they also have these First guides which are smaller. And I'm doing a series of a couple of journals that are called Beautiful Bugs. And so this is going to be fun for that. I love that these ones have drawings rather than photos, because, you know, the drawings just give a different look when it's on a page in your junk journal. Here, butterflies, so, but that one, and then I got caterpillars. So this one is fun. Take a look at that. So it gives you what they look like in their caterpillar stage, and what they turn into, and what types of trees you can find them on. Again, this one is illustration rather than photos. So those are going to be in my Beautiful Bugs journals. I do have this that I wanted to share. So I'm working on a little golden book journal for my sister-in-law. This isn't a Christmas one. It's just a regular junk journal. I don't think she's really into journaling, but neither am I. So I'm working on something for her, and I wanted to use this book because she got me this book for Christmas, her and my brother did. So I've been flipping through. There's some fairies and some florals and a bunch of weird stuff in here. I did find it on Amazon, and I can put the affiliate link down below, but definitely take a look around and see if you can find it cheaper anywhere else. But this is a great book if you're into fussy cutting. They're not stickers. You have to fussy cut them. But it also has larger pages in the back that are like, ooh, I don't know how to do this. They're like full-size images. So that you can use your fussy cuts and make a collage on those pages. So that is even more extraordinary things to cut out and collage. And it is by lawrenceking.com. So you might know, I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why this is like this. Never mind. So I am working on a set of 15 Christmas little golden book journals right now. And so this week I'll have a video about putting together the signatures. I have almost everything that I need for actual signature pages already. So I've got them by clip. I've got my signature covers. I've got everything cut down and folded. And I don't know, you know what green paper looks like. I've got the bags in here that I'm going to use. I even have some book pages in here. Of course, in Christmas journals, I'm going to put Charlie Brown Christmas. So I'll be working on a video showing how I put the signatures together. And probably you'll see that this week. Also, I wanted to share for my sister-in-law's junk journal, I have been making some pieces, some ephemera to put in them. I've made some little pockets out of vintage books. I have been making some envelopes out of music paper, normal stuff. And then I made some tags this weekend. So it started with, I had this little envelope and I wanted to make a tag to put in it. So I grabbed some small tags and I started with small, but I ended up with larger ones as well. I wanted to use my circle punch. I love using a circle punch in all the things. And I ended up using a circle stencil as well. So you can see that. Let's see here. You can see this one a little better. But since I had the circle punches and the circle stencil, I decided I wanted to use circle fabric. So I used that dot fabric that I showed you earlier. And so there are two of them. You can see I have, I hope this is focusing. These are antique pages, and in these tags, I really got into using staples, the tiny attacher staples, and doing X's on the corners of things. Now, some of this is glued down and I just put the metal there for texture, the staples, but I have antique paper, music paper, some, you know, just regular colored copy paper. Here's one, here's another one. Number 3 is this one that I made where I stapled in a little pocket. So that piece of fabric is full of some just other things. This one also used a circle stencil. This is the Tim Holtz circle stencil. I'm not sure what it's called. And then I made 2 larger ones because I love my 3.5 inch circle punch. So here's this one, pretty much the same idea. And then this one. Now, the problem with these is I'm gonna have to do something else with them because they all have a million staples. I just went crazy with making the little X's with the staples, and all of them look like this on the back. So I'm gonna have to cover them up. So maybe I'll share that if I do that later this week. So those are those, just some regular envelopes and some tag collages. I am this week going to need to, very soon, make some faux rice paper out of these Christmas napkins. These are ones that I got on clearance at the end of Christmas from, I think, Michael's. And I want to make faux rice paper. I have a video on this already, but I'm going to make a new one that's shorter, showing my process, which is probably everybody else's process. I use PVA, I water it down, I use a silicone sheet, all the things. So I'll have that this week. And then I also wanted to share, I thought this was funny, so I'll share it with you. This is my current planner stack. Now, I'm always like, who needs more than one planner? Put it all in one planner. But I ended up with this stack, and one is for my work, one is for my projects, so like my craft projects, and the other one is just my regular planner. I am happy to kind of show you more detail if anybody is interested in that. This isn't a planner channel, but planning is part of my creativity because I do sticker sticker layouts. I call it sticker therapy. And it helps me the stickers help me stay engaged because it's interesting to look at and it's fun. I not only have a full-time job, I do this. I resell on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I do a Tuesday playlist on a radio app every Tuesday. So I need to keep track of all of that. And so I can share that if anybody's interested. But it's ridiculous. I have 4 right now going. So I just thought that was kind of funny and wanted to share that with you. I think that's everything I have. I did that. Thanks everybody for joining. Don't forget to hit the subscribe so you can see when all those videos drop. I appreciate you. Bye.